can we find a system I bet to me a whole year for like decades, and that's a very longer time that it looks like every government that walks in actually start changing the system.
You don't know these streets like we do.
What up, it's your boy Striker the and welcome to The Street is Watching. This is my editorial, and this editorial is actually brought to you by my bet.africa. Yes, or see when you try will be D and I'll decide you bet here. And big shouts to Aqua Blue, mineral water, yeah, super power, super J. Yep, you already know. Now, number one line that I saw this article from my Joy News. Yeah, Joy News actually. It goes like government reverts to the old selection system, BC candidates to choose preferred schools before sitting in exams. Okay, so apparently, I think the system was changed. It says the students now get to select the schools after their examination. To control or exams now, we are. More than what will be so, and I say results will be so they are I selected schools, but back in the days it wasn't like that. We can select schools, Yes, now I can control exams, Then no control exams now. Schools now select, I think that the system itself will choose the, and also basically it's the same thing. We to make you see school, So now I think the government goes back to that system. Okay, so BC school selector begins today and it ends on 6th June. 6th June. Some started selecting schools, from now 27th of May to 6th June. All right, so. Now, I think there's a little bit difference. I think the old system, which I graduated from, because back in the days, how the excitement was, you have selected schools now. You get to choose the schools that you want to go to, yeah. Because back in the days, maybe over to me, one of boys, maybe I in plan, maybe I say cool was. Now, teachers, to me, one of me haters. Or when I to me say that. They were basically haters. So that's how it works now. Now, I think now the only difference is now you get to choose 7 schools. I think back in the days it was just 5 schools. So the article goes on to read, candidates are required to select 7 schools with 5 being the main and 2 other alternatives. Candidates are required to select 7 schools in total, 5 main choices and 2 alternatives, and these must be done in order of preference. Okay, so of the 5 main schools selected, at least 3 must be boarding schools, while the remaining 2 should be day schools. All right, and it's over 5 schools. I was say 3, a year boarding school, and other 2 to me day school, and to me 5 day school means I was offer boarding schools, and also candidates are also permitted to choose category B schools as either a day or boarding. Okay, when they say category B schools, we all know we have category A schools in Ghana, and we have all the schools are put in categories. Like to be, for example, Pemper College, UWAS, Yasantua, Louis, Presec, any Wesley Girls, all these high name schools, they're all put in the A column, and other schools now because they be body mono a bang A school, so what the B column. I remember back in the days when I was selecting my schools, high school was in the B column, yeah. But the main reason why I went to the main school is first, I wanted to go to the boys' schools, but I think the main thing that switched is THI call Interco, and who have main schools, or more since more than single sex schools, That's why I ended up in KSTS. Besides KSTS, I think it's a category. Yeah. Also. The KSCS A category. However, the new guidelines strictly prohibit candidates from selecting more than category A schools and not more than 2 from the B category. Two to me far presec now with the prem pack and that's to me for Pokwari. Now the Kamikaze to me for Pokwari, not the St. Louis account, which wouldn't make sense. To me for Pokwari now or for Prempe and Boomingtel. It's like you have to put a thing in order. If you have a Prempe, the next one was offer high school. The next one also called school. Also in school, over to me the third one, over to me the any school, and also what the third category. I think they will give you the schools in order. you actually get to select from the A column, category A, category B, and category C. And to me, for A school, no, mienu nkoshe, David. I was all far back on, and you keep it moving. Now, I think say it's only right if they go back, because I think that helps. Because first, if you get to select your school and go to the exams hall, and winning say, what's a letabia, what's an prepare, for a fact, and there, Sebi, a poker and also kid could do and go do it, because say you can't fumble the opportunity to go to prepare college. You actually go in there with your A game. But I think the other students, the newer students, they get to write before. Now, almost to me, I can say, okay, me try and me modern money into school, but I still prefer the old one. I push your head actually in the game. Because when you say, right, it's said, justify. You Barcelona camp, justify, for a fact, it's and also, Caesar also 15, because you can't drop your A game. For real, you have to actually put in your A game to be selected. And so I think that the old system works. But I think I read a couple of comments and somebody actually drew my attention on the political side of this. And I think it actually makes sense. But I think back in the day, ex-president Kufuor actually introduced the 4-year program in the secondary school system. Over 4 years and now graduate, I think at that time, you choose 4 schools. Hold on. You choose your schools before you got your exams. Then the new government came, and this is about 3 years. And I think said in Kolano so I don't know if Nanado. I think Nanado actually brought that one too. I was all sure exams and now they are called school, and now it's back to the same old thing. Now my thing is, I think it should not be changed. Can we find a system to me a whole year for like decades, and that's a very longer time that it looks like every government that walks in actually start changing the system. And I think I don't know, it's the best say no idea, but I think it's just if you try a name kakra. We all have to have one system, and I say you follow one procedure. We call I'm talking for 3 years. Now we are and that's what we select your schools now. You rather write your exams before you can select your schools. And that's how we select your schools in the first. Me, I prefer the whole system now. How to me put your head in the game and actually go in and go tackle and go for what you're going for. Because at the end of the day, so what you see category A school, I don't think you're about to, fumble that opportunity. And I know now, what you mean, I draw. Google now, and I say, I shall calculate, and I say, when him say, yeah, this is the goal, and this is where I choose. So now I can't fumble this. Yes. So that's the news about my joy news. So yes, now we are sacrificing to my papa, to my dad, for Sankofa all day. We all know say yeah. So it's only right that you select your schools first, then go write your exams. When you target, just go for it. Yep, and it starts from today to the 6th of June. That be because we'll be on more exams in the I say, my papa is selecting the schools in the Miami, but I think it can still apply in the 1 year giant because still now your exams in the our papa should be to me say, where they are hard. I remember one of my my classmates. The papa choose one school, so I asked 6 times. I don't know if it's still possible to do that. But I think the whole system being brought back is a good thing. But I think it should stay on one lane. Like you choose one thing now, you bet you in the next 10 years or the next 20 years, and you will say, yeah, switch. And I think say Banis you who be a general properly. So we have to actually stick to one system and focus on it and stand on business. Say baby to me, ama or my name Obiana students in Obiana who are Tommy Pepe. Yep. So that's my editorial for today. My name is Striker the Miracle. Yes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, so also the Ohuno woman. There may message and I say also idea you think I should have added. And I say also I drink over to the account and we take it from there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. As I said, the street is always watching. We out.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.